Jack Wilshere came in from the cold but couldn't fire up Arsenal. The enigmatic midfielder was handed his first Premier League start in more than a year to try to inject some magic into the season's most frantic period. News Group Newspapers Limited Marko Arnautovic had a header ruled out during the first half, but the one-time child genius of English football missed a golden opportunity to settle a tense London derby and keep his team in touch with the pack chasing Champions League football. A disappointing draw means Arsenal remain below Burnley in the table and have taken just 2 points from the last 3 games. And it was only the crossbar which stopped the night becoming a total disaster when West Ham sub Javier Hernandez smashed a shot against the woodwork in the 90th minute. Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger made 4 changes to the team which needed a late equalizer against Southampton on Sunday just to stay in touch with the teams chasing a top 4 finish. News Group Newspapers Limited David Moyes has watched his side keep clean sheets against Chelsea and Arsenal over the last 5 days. News Group Newspapers Limited Joe Hart was once again dropped to the bench by David Moyes. Wilshere's last start in a Premier League game for the Gunners was in May 2016 against Aston Villa, and they have since been relegated, to underline just how long he has been out of favour. France striker Olivier Giroud was also handed his first start in the league this season. Jackhammer West Ham boss Moyes admits interest in signing Arsenal's Wilshere. Apart from anything else, Wenger is mindful that the frantic festive fixture in a season when campaigns can be won and lost has already started. 3 games in a week after last night's trip to East London, Arsenal are at home to Newcastle on Saturday, so rotation is the order of play. Whatever the real reasons, the sight of Wilshere in an Arsenal shirt on the pitch at kickoff always gets the adrenaline pumping a little bit. Having spent the whole of last season on loan at Bournemouth, it was a genuine question whether he would ever be back firmly in the spotlight. So far this season, the one-time wild child of North London has been restricted to bit parts coming off the bench or the dreaded Europa League. Javier Hernandez almost sealed victory at the death when his strike thundered against the bar. Jack Wilshere was unable to fire Arsenal to victory on his return to the side. News Group Newspapers Limited Petr Cech spills the ball under pressure from teammate Laurent Koscielny. Maybe it was his cracking goal against Belarusian's Bate Borisov last Thursday which earned him a recall. But it meant Arsenal had 3 academy graduates in their starting lineup at London Stadium, unusual for a club which has for so long relied upon bought-in ready-made stars off the peg. In addition to Wilshere, Alex Iwobi and emerging defender Ainsley Maitland-Niles were on parade. Wenger also tinkered with his formation and reverted to a back 4. Injury to Shkodran Mustafi forced a reshuffle at the back. West Ham manager David Moyes does not have such luxuries as rejigging his lineup. He believes he has few options when it comes to putting out a viable team capable of holding one of the league's better teams, let alone winning. The Hammers were unchanged from Saturday's surprise 10 win over defending champions Chelsea, which came in the middle of a horror run which started with Manchester City away and ended last night at home to the Gunners. Marko Arnautovic finally started to repay his club record £23 million just a few days ago with his first goal. It was kind of understandable that he would lose his head and jump into the crowd to celebrate and pick up a booking. News Group Newspapers Limited West Ham's Manuel Lanzini and Arsenal's Granit Xhaka tussle for the ball. Alexis Sanchez suffered a frustrating night in the Arsenal attack. Arsenal's Olivier Giroud in action with West Ham United's Angelo Ogbonna. Arsenal's Jack Wilshere in action with West Ham United's Manuel Lanzini. That didn't go down too well with new manager David Moyes, who wants any rare moments of jubilation on the pitch to stay on it and wants to see his players applauding each other rather than going for self-gratification. After all, it's going to take a big team effort to haul West Ham away from the relegation dogfight despite a minor recent upturn in results and an improvement in performances. Much of that will be built around solid defending and shamelessly piling blokes behind the ball when necessary and making no apologies for it. Arsenal were getting the message even before half-time, after an early shot from Sanchez and striking the post through Alex Iwobi in the 29th minute. They were reduced to long-range efforts from outside of the box as the match drifted towards half-time. Wilshere was at the centre of the action again in the 74th minute when he was upended by West Ham skipper Mark Noble 30 yards out from the Hammers' goal. 1. Register for Sun Bets here to bet £10 or more. 3. Sun Bets will stick a £30 bet in your account. Claim your free £30 bet. Check out this new sign-up offer from Sun Bets. Alexis Sanchez stepped up and curled a terrific shot over the wall, and it needed an acrobatic double-handed save at full stretch by keeper Adrian to avert a certain goal. Arsenal dominated possession throughout the match just like they did on the same ground last season. They ran out 51 winners that night with a hat-trick for Sanchez. There was no way West Ham were going to be so generous under new boss Moyes, and they almost claimed the points at the death as Javier Hernandez's effort thundered back off the crossbar. Watch all the action from Tuesday night's Premier League matches.